Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's great to be here. Thanks, Chauncey. Thanks to, I know we've got a number of the other members. I see Ronnie there. I see Scott Wagner. I know we've got Noah is going to speak. He's doing a great job. Kevin Tebow also at FDOT. We also have Rodney Barretto, Florida Fish and Wildlife Chairman. Colonel Kelly, are you here? Yeah, Colonel Kelly. Thanks for all your work. We have Kenny Cypress from the Miccosukee Business Council. Thank you. And Pedro Ramos, Superintendent Everglades National Park. So thanks so much. We have, Chauncey talked about some of the initiatives. We obviously had a bold vision. We were expecting to do a lot of things. We set the standard very high, and we're meeting it. We are ahead of schedule on some of these projects. We've been able, my first 2 years, to get a lot of funding for Everglades restoration. We also got a lot of support from the federal government. We got $235 million for 2020 and $250 million for 2021, which is obviously a very big help. If you look now for this year, we are in legislative session now. We're going to have, the budget will be done, within the next few weeks. But you look at what people were saying a year ago about what our budget was going to look like, and then what's actually happening now. We have revenues coming in way beyond measurement or expectation. And I think you're seeing my budget had robust funding for Everglades and water infrastructure. I think we were over 730 or 740 million. And the Senate, their budget is pretty close to where we are too. So we're not that far away. So I think we're going to end up having a lot of successes in this budget, which, again, a year ago, people would have said was going to be a total disaster, that it was going to take us away from all the progress that we've made on all these other stuff. And then, oh, by the way, we also, with this federal money we're drawing down, we're putting that a lot into infrastructure. Obviously, I'm working with the legislature on that, but we have an opportunity to do a lot of stuff through our work program, also to do resiliency efforts to build some infrastructure to protect Florida's vulnerable areas. So we've got a lot of really good stuff going on, and I think this is going to be a big win in this legislative session for a lot of these key initiatives that so many Floridians care about. Also, when we did the executive order that Chauncey mentioned, we did set the standard. We had really high goals, ambitious goals for Everglades restoration water projects. We also said we were going to appoint a blue-green algae task force, as well as a chief science officer for the state of Florida. And I think it's been really, really good. We've incorporated recommendations from the Blue-Green Algae Task Force and the Chief Science Officer into last year's water legislation, which is really the strongest that Florida's done in a long time. And so it's been good. Now, our Chief Science Officer, the former Dr. Tom Frazier, is now the Dean of the College of Marine Science at the University of South Florida. Did a great job. Will do a great job at USF. Fill that. So we are going to be filling that. And I think he's here today with Dr. Mark Rains. Mark, are you here? Yeah. Dr. Rains is our new Chief Science Officer. He comes to us with over 30 years of experience in environmental science and hydrology, and he's going to do a great job for the state of Florida. So we thank Noah for helping identify a good candidate, and I think we're going to continue the momentum. So if you look here, this is really an important milestone. We're highlighting this project to remove over 5 miles of roadbed from the old Tamiami Trail. What that will do is that'll improve the volume of water flowing south through the Everglades and support reducing harmful discharges from both Lake Okeechobee to Lake Okeechobee to Caloosahatchee and St. Lucie estuaries. Project has been a partnership with FDOT, Florida Department of Environmental Protection, as well as the federal DOT and the National Park Service, and we did get federal support along the way, which we appreciate from the administration back during that time. So this is a good big component of the SERP, which also includes the EAA reservoir, as Chauncey mentioned. We're really plowing forward that. I mean, there's a lot of obstacles. I mean, even though it was enacted and going, I mean, there was still opposition to it, but we've plowed forward. We've been able to make a lot of progress. So we think that all of these, the Central Everglades Planning Project, will help deliver additional clean water from Lake O south to Water Conservation Area 3, Everglades National Park, as well as Florida Bay. This roadbed removal is expected to increase the flow of clean, fresh water into Northeast Shark River Slough by more than, huge billions of gallons. I mean, they give me this number. I don't know if that, but it's billions and billions of gallons of water that's going to go down. And so they tell me that this project is expected to be completed by January. So we'll hold you to that and make sure that we continue working hard to be able to get that done. But all in all, we continue to make progress. We set a lot of ambitious goals. We're meeting those goals. We're exceeding those goals in many respects. And we've been able to get strong support from the legislature over the first 2 years and now into year 3. I think it's going to look like we're going to do very, very well. And, this is part of what we're doing for infrastructure in the state. We're going to be doing a lot more of other things as we process some of the federal money and all the other stuff that we have the ability to do.